Well, hello fellow film fans, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, Tyler's Real Movie Talk, and in this video I am going to be reviewing 1987's Predator starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and his biceps. No, I'm just kidding about that part, but if you've seen the movie, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. They do show his biceps a lot throughout the whole movie, like they make it a point. So that's just one funny aspect about this movie. But with The Predator coming out, the Shane Black directed Predator coming out September 14th, I thought this was really a good time to sit back and re-watch all the Predator movies up to this point and really just do little movie reviews on them leading up to the release of The Predator on September 14th. So with that out of the way, this week I'm going to be doing 1987's Predator, like I said. But before we get into all that, I do gotta say, if you're a fan of movie talk, movie reviews, and really everything of that nature, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below, which will notify you anytime I have any new content coming out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right in this. And from the start here, I do gotta say that I have not seen this movie for like 15 years. So this was the first time I've sat down and watched this movie in a really long time. And I gotta say, after watching it, I really enjoyed it. Now, like I said, this movie came out in 1987, but it has aged extremely well if you really think about it, you know what I mean? And a big part of that is the practical effects that they use, and a big part of that goes to the director, John McTiernan, who does a fantastic job, in my opinion, in this movie. I mean, this movie is very well directed, in my opinion. I think McTiernan does a great job of adding tension to the movie and building the tension on screen in the movie, so I think McTiernan just absolutely did an incredible job with this movie as well. And going into the tension building, look, the score goes right hand in hand with that, you know what I mean? The score helps the movie build the tension as well, so it's a great score by Alan Silvestri, and you know, I really enjoyed the tension building aspects of this movie, because it is a big part of this movie, is just the thrilling aspect of it, so I really enjoyed how the director decided to go with that in this movie. Now, I do gotta say, Arnold was Arnold in this movie. He's just a complete badass. I really like what he brought to this movie. Now, some of the stuff he says and does gets a little bit cheesy at times, but it's a movie, you know what I mean? It's all for the cinemas, I guess. And you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, the movie has aged nicely, you know what I mean? I found that really interesting as I sat back and watched it, because I looked at it in 1987, I was like, oh, you know, this might not look that great, but it actually looks fantastic, and it just really is directed really well, so well in fact that it has aged so well, which I think is absolutely fantastic for this movie, you know what I mean? And with a movie being called Predator, look, you want the Predator to kick some ass, and the Predator in this movie absolutely does kick some ass. He basically just picks the team off one by one, and you know when that's happening, oh, this is just leading up to Arnold and the Predator going one-on-one versus each other. So I really liked that about it, but that did get a little predictable. You kind of knew from the beginning that's probably where they were going to be going with this, you know what I mean? But I didn't mind it at all, mainly because the fight between Arnold and the Predator did live up to the hype, in my opinion. The hype built throughout the whole movie. It was a good fight. Now, I don't know about the way it ended, you know, just dropping a big-ass log on the Predator. That kind of seemed a little lazy and a little cheap, but you know what I mean? I still really liked the fight between them. And one other good thing I will say about this movie is that it is very fast-paced. You do not get bored during this movie. Now look, when things start happening with the Predator and all that, and they start connecting the dots of what's going on here, the movie really picks up, and it does not stop for a long time, and I really enjoyed that about this movie as well, because no part of this movie is really boring, in my opinion, so I really like that about this movie. But one negative aspect about this movie I do gotta say is some of the action sequences kind of seem like they're dragged out a little bit. Like, I remember this one part in the movie where, you know, the Predator's running away, and one of the guys sees him, and then they all just start shooting in the woods, you know what I mean? They're just spraying their guns in the woods, and it's like they're shooting at nothing, but that went on, it seemed like, literally for like 2 minutes, they were just shooting down all the trees. So I didn't get that, and I didn't like how some of the action was a little dragged out throughout the movie, but that just might be 1980s action movies, you know what I mean? I'm not really sure about that. But overall, I really enjoyed Predator, and I would definitely recommend that you all see this movie before The Predator comes out, because it is actually a pretty good movie, and like I said, it has aged really well. But that's what I think about Predator. Definitely jump down in the comment section below and let me know what you guys thought about Predator. I want to hear all of your opinions on this, and if you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. But with all that out of the way, thank you for watching.